Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. And in continuation with the series that we're doing, which is an introduction to ArcGIS Pro, which is more like, introducing beginners to ArcGIS Pro interface and how to navigate through it. So that's what the series is all about. And already done one for projects. Then today we're going to work on map and subsequently we do for other interfaces as you also see here. So let's go right in. So the map interface is where a whole lot of other things, go on, which involves how you bring in data and then how you could also do a little bit of, a little data modifications here too, and some other things. So I could just start already and in explaining what we can do in the map interface. So this is Explore, one of the most common thing that it usually, and when you click down, you could see a lot of selectable options here. But basically, one of the main things that Explore is usually used, to explore the the area you're trying to work on. It could just be like to pan around and all that, and get more insight, and just drag with your mouse and all that. And it could also avail you the opportunity to full extent. Then it shows you a whole lot of things. It could be full extent like this, and then you could try to narrow in or also narrow out. You could also click backward and till it shows us the original format at which we started before. So that is that. And then also you could use the bookmark where you could also create a new bookmark or manage the one you already have or even import one. And that is how you could also, and then for this is in the navigation. And then also in the navigation, you also have the go to X and Y, and that just gives you the opportunity to excuse me opportunity to plot in some longitude and latitude, and it takes you to that particular place. So let's say for instance, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna zoom somewhere, and uh, so click on the select, then just hit somewhere and um, right click and copy coordinates. Then I'll just paste it here. Um, just copy. Uh, mm, then just copy. So there is two there. So just write two and paste. Um, and then all I have to do is, you know, click on this, tells me where it is, assuming like I'm in somewhere else. It could just, pan it out. And so it could help you, and you can also put a pin there. So it's like a go to a particular place. It is given a particular, longitude and latitude. It shows you where on the whole world you're trying to locate. So it's more like locating a place with its longitude and latitude and not just some other parameters. And also and now this particular clipboard has already opened because we have like something that I copied. So I copied something, then I can be able to paste it. If there are other things, you can be able to cut, copy, and then copy part as well. Then we also move on to the layer where we have like the base map. There is plethora of options for us to use here. Let's say I decided to use the modern antique. Um, so looks good. Looks like all those, map layers or map that you can see in historic map basically. I so this is where you select if you're working on, remote sensing, or you try to view a particular area, you might want to use the satellite imageries and all these like imagery hybrid and all that. Depending on what you're trying to view or show. So I would go back and yeah. So the next one is the data, add data. So add data, it's the place that you get to add whatever kind of data that you looking for or you want to work on. And there's a lot of options here. If you want to add from path, if you add, if you also want to, geocode directly, if you want to add points from a table, given the longitude and latitude, the X and Y, and, you could also add multi-dimensional. In my first video, I also used that to add the multi-dimensional videos, multi-dimensional, raster layers. And so the easiest one, or one of the most common one, is to just add data from just to add data. And then now I have like a shape file here. Let's say I click on that. So it brings it up. So it brings that up and you can see our data starting to display itself. So these are a number of other ways. There are a number of other ways you could add, and then you can see that it still continue. If you also need to add a layer, graphic layer, you could also click on that and then it pops up here. Add you could also have X and Y table to point. It's like just like I said earlier, longitude and latitude coordinate systems, and you once you import it, it automatically populates those points in randomly in the area that it's supposed to be at. So you could also add from path, and to add from path, again to add from path, let's say I have like a particular um link that I have, like I have a particular, um URL link, and I want to populate them here. I will just, copy. There's one that I have already, and I just add. And in these instances, it's just like, populate itself. And I'm gonna remove that. So that is also how you can use the URL link. Sorry, guys. And that is how you could also work with that. And then subsequently, so that it wouldn't be a long video, I would stop here and then record for the selection and then the inquiry and label here too. So watch out for the next video on still map interface and how you can, navigate them. Thank you.